What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from AnimeUproar, and I'm back at it again to discuss the latest crazy chapter in the Boruto manga. I was blown away by the feedback I got on the previous Boruto review, so here I am back at it again, and things just keep getting crazier and crazier real quick. If you do enjoy seeing Boruto chapter reviews on this channel and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button until it's blue and share this video with any cultured Boruto fans you know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Boruto videos. As you impatiently wait for the next chapter review to drop, feel free to check out my Naruto/Boruto playlist, link in the description, where you'll find videos about the Uchiha, Uzumaki, all Hokage, and more. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. This chapter of Boruto is called Prepared, and we get a cover of Ishiki looking dangerous and classy at the same time with his signature black rods that he uses in battle. As you'll remember in the last chapter, Ishiki appeared right in front of the Hidden Leaf village, chasing after Kawaki, and Naruto and Sasuke were preparing to fight him while Naruto told Boruto not to get involved. And now let's get back into the action. Very realistically, we have citizens notice this horned alien chilling while being suspended in the sky, and they question what it is. While people are just strolling around as if it was any other day, there are warnings that an emergency alert has been issued and people are told to evacuate. In the meanwhile, Ishiki starts using his Byakugan. As we know, most Otsutsuki have the Byakugan, and Ishiki is no exception. By the way, a video completely devoted to the Otsutsuki clan, all of their members, and their powers is out being edited right now, so be on the lookout for that one soon. Another reason to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when it drops in the upcoming days. But anyways, Ishiki uses one of the Byakugan's known powers, which gives the user X-ray vision. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy seeing the Byakugan being relevant in the Boruto manga, because I'm a big fan of it and it deserves love just like the Sharingan and Rinnegan. Ishiki has no trouble seeing through walls, but he still feels like he's looking for a needle in a haystack. Too many houses and too many people. There must be a more efficient way. On a side note, imagine how upset Jiraiya must have been not having a Byakugan. There's probably no power that is more useful in the eyes of a pervy sage. As Ishiki is trying to figure out how best to find Kawaki, our Japanese chess whiz Shikamaru is passing on the message that no one but Naruto and Sasuke are to engage with Ishiki, since he's so powerful and things just don't get more real and dangerous than this. Imagine only the Hokage and his rival being able to even engage an opponent in a village full of countless talented ninja. Enemies don't get much more OP than this, especially in Naruto. Boruto keeps trying to talk to his dad, but Naruto is very much wearing the father cap and does not want his son to put himself in harm's way. He tells him for what seems like the 100th time that he should evacuate with everyone else and that he shouldn't even think of trying to help him and Sasuke. I guess Naruto doesn't realize that this series is called Boruto now. Naruto leaves, telling Sasuke he's going on ahead. In the meantime, the village is in a panic. Ishiki is no longer just peeping through people's walls, he's landed and is questioning people about Kawaki's whereabouts. And this is when we see why the do not engage orders are so important to follow for all side characters. One ninja is like, I'll be the guy to stop the main villain in this arc, and throw some shuriken at him. Surprise, surprise though, it doesn't stop Ishiki. Rather, he uses his OP powers to send them flying back at his ninja partner. Right after that same partner was telling him to stop because they do not have permission to engage. And man, he is so right, because the next moment he has shuriken in his face and chest. Ishiki pretty much views everyone here as ants, so it's unlikely that he'd go out of his way to hurt them unless they try to attack him or unless it will help him find Kawaki. He's as indifferent as one can get when it comes to these guys. I love how he still has manners though after he just shurikened a guy in the face. He apologizes and says he's in a rush, so he needs an answer, saying that he'll attack a civilian next if they don't help him out. When told that these ninja don't know anything, Ishiki politely says that he appreciates them not wasting time and asks them to point him to someone who would know. I don't know why, but I enjoy it when a series has villains that are clearly intelligent and polite. That's one reason I like someone like Cell from Dragon Ball more than Boo. When you add intelligence and manners to an OP villain, you get a pretty winning combination in my books. As Naruto is rushing to intercept Ishiki, we jump back to Shikamaru, Sasuke, and the rest. Sai lets everyone know that there there's an unused and top secret Black Ops underground facility where they can hide Kawaki. Shikamaru, despite the thing Amato pulled with his son, suggests that he come with them since Ishiki will attack him if he sees him since Amato switched sides. And I like how Shikamaru doesn't hold anything against Amato and is completely rational now about protecting him. He knows there's no benefit to holding a grudge. Amato points out what someone's probably thought. Yo, if Ishiki has the Byakugan, can't he just see through the ground/walls and see Kawaki? But Sai assures us that it is protected against such abilities. I'm interested in how it's protected exactly, but we don't get that answer yet, and we, like Amato, have to accept that this is true. Shikamaru apologizes to Sasuke because they are always depending on Naruto and him. I found Sasuke's response to be interesting. He says it can't be helped, but also adds that it's a bit of a heavy load this time. For adult Sasuke's often stoic character to say this shows that he very much recognizes how in trouble he and Naruto are against such a strong villain. While Shikamaru wants to follow Naruto's advice and get Boruto out of there so he doesn't bother and or distract the two real contenders, Sasuke is like, hold up a minute, because he wants to talk to Boruto. And I really do appreciate this Boruto and Sasuke dynamic. Who would have thought that Sasuke would make such a great sensei for Naruto's son? We then jump to Naruto meeting up with Ishiki. Ishiki, the OP Otsutsuki, is surprised that our Hokage even escaped his sealing jutsu. As they get ready for another round, we jump back to Sasuke and Boruto, and I really like this conversation between the two. Sasuke straight up says Naruto and Sasuke couldn't make a dent against Jigen last time, so Boruto was right. It's not like they got any massive upgrades since then, while Ishiki did, so they are in the hottest of water. Then Sarada is interweaved into the story since Sasuke heard from her about Boruto's Momoshiki transformation against Boro. At this point, Momoshiki took over his body, talked down to Boro, and then proceeded to borrow chakra from Naruto and launch a massive Rasengan that finished the job with no problem. He could also levitate, which was pretty dope. Boruto now knows that that strange experience and massive power boost was Momoshiki Otsutsuki taking over his body. Boruto himself refers to it as insane power. And we all know that he will in fact learn to harness this power sooner or later. Then the real kicker comes from Sasuke, who points out that the karma has already progressed quite far, so Boruto may be losing himself to Momoshiki already. Boruto then points out something pretty significant. He wasn't hesitating before because he was scared to die. He was hesitating because he's worried that his body will be taken over again and he won't be able to stop himself. If this were the case, he might hurt his friends and loved ones, and that's what truly scares him. So props to Boruto, who's not hesitating to do his duty out of fear of dying, but out of not wanting to hurt others. However, we all know he's gonna have to get in the robot all the same and join the battle. Meanwhile, Ishiki and Naruto are talking, and man, this does not look good for Naruto. While Ishiki finds it hard to believe that Boro failed, Naruto is visibly sweating and says that they have many great shinobi, so Ishiki should probably go home. This is the most obvious of bluffs though, since for Naruto, he only expects Sasuke to join him, and Boruto was able to beat Boro, not just because he's an outstanding ninja of the Hidden Leaf, but because he had Otsutsuki help, which can't really be relied upon here, or so Naruto thinks. My point is, if I were playing poker with Naruto right now, and he gave me that face and bluff, I would definitely go all in. Sweaty Naruto and chill Ishiki start to battle as Ishiki is ready to destroy the entire village and everyone in it until Naruto produces Kawaki, and Naruto's own shinobi way is obviously not gonna let that happen. Ishiki proceeds to toy with Naruto. He kicks him around, pops up next to him before he can react, and hits him again. These Otsutsuki are no joke, that much is made terribly clear in Boruto. The only thing that stops the one-sided beatdown is Sasuke coming in and trading places with Ishiki. Ishiki calls Sasuke's Rinnegan annoying, which I'm not gonna lie is pretty high praise here. Naruto definitely didn't manage to annoy him during their brief fight. We actually have a villain here who makes 6-path Sage Mode Naruto look powerless, and we should let how crazy that is fully sink in. Naruto even calls out Sasuke for not coming sooner, but Sasuke had some preparation to do, hence the title Prepared. Clearly, what he did to get prepared is going to be a big deal in this chapter. Naruto has no idea about Boruto and just thinks Sasuke is saying he had the jitters and that that's not like Sasuke, but we hopefully know better. You can bet Sasuke made the most of his time getting there. Ishiki's talk is amusing as ever as he feels annoyed that they don't give up. He reminds them how badly he beat them last time, and this time he has a huge power boost. Like us, he's wondering how could they possibly hope to compete against him. Sasuke, the strategic one, tells Naruto to throw things at Ishiki, and Naruto does as he's told, sensing that Sasuke has a plan. As they throw shuriken at Ishiki, he dodges some and uses his ability on others to shrink them. However, then Sasuke throws his sword. The previous shuriken served as distractions. At this point, he's trained Ishiki to expect that he can shrink their projectiles. But he fails to shrink the sword. Why? Because he can't shrink living things, and the sword is in fact Boruto in disguise. Boruto has the Otsutsuki tattoo on his face, suggesting that he is consciously channeling Otsutsuki power to combat Ishiki's own Otsutsuki power. This cool, calm, and collected opponent is actually surprised, and that's actually a big win right now. Ishiki is even more annoyed than he was by Sasuke's Rinnegan, and just as we're about to see how Boruto is going to take advantage of their newly won element of surprise, we flash back to his conversation with mentor Sasuke. Sasuke's whole thing was making sure that Boruto can use the full power at his disposal, so they actually have a chance against Ishiki. So he promises to do what Naruto couldn't. He promises to kill Boruto as his teacher if he loses control and starts trying to hurt his friends and family. And that, my friends, is how you judge a good teacher. If he's willing to kill you if you go rogue because of a parasitic OP alien dwelling inside you. In all seriousness though, this is big stuff. Boruto is significantly expected to contribute in a high caliber fight where even Naruto and Sasuke have no chance. To further drive the significance of this moment home, Boruto asks to wear Sasuke's scratched headband. In a symbolic way, this suggests that Sasuke is passing on his responsibilities and duty to Boruto too. And yeah, this definitely doesn't bode well for Sasuke in this upcoming battle. However, Sasuke does say that he wants Boruto to return it in person, suggesting he may well do that even if it is a prolonged return, which it probably will be. Now again, they are trying to drop hints that Sasuke may well die, but I still believe they are probably red herrings and that Sasuke will be taken out of commission for a while in some other way, along with Naruto, to give Boruto a chance to grow more. Usually in shonen, the father figure is absent and this forces the protagonist to grow up quicker and to become stronger. That's pretty much what we can expect to happen probably sooner rather than later to Boruto. Like a character on a hero's journey, he'll have to become stronger, conquer foes, and earn the right to return this headband to Sasuke. And when he does, you can bet he'll be a different, more evolved person. Boruto then manages to use space-time ninjutsu to teleport Ishiki away from the village by himself. A pretty hype ability that Naruto recognizes as one that Jigen used on him. Boruto is clearly beginning to master that OP Otsutsuki power, and this is definitely just the beginning. Father Naruto is upset, but Sasuke doesn't have time for it. He pretty much reminds Naruto that Boruto is a ninja who knows what he's doing, and they gotta hurry and follow Boruto. Turns out Boruto brought Ishiki to a very Dragon Ball-esque setting for the fight, where they'll be able to go all out without damaging the village, and to boot, they're far from Kawaki too. Ishiki is surprised and concerned about how much of Momoshiki's power Boruto can use now, a very hype-filled question. Sasuke and Naruto join the party and Naruto's upset with Boruto, but he's gonna have to get over it. As Boruto points out, now they can go all out and try to take Ishiki down, but it will no doubt be easier said than done, as Boruto himself well knows. Ishiki pulls off an Otsutsuki God complex moment when he calls them inferior creatures, saying that they'll regret getting in his way soon enough. This is very common for the Otsutsuki, who are portrayed as godlike and tend to view themselves that way. Momoshiki used the same phrase when he took over Boruto's body. So in a way, this emphasizes that Boruto has access to an Otsutsuki inside him, a quote-unquote superior creature, and we may well see an Otsutsuki versus Otsutsuki battle before this is through. The fact remains, Boruto succeeded in getting to Ishiki. Ishiki is not sweating or anything, but he's upset, and the fact that they wiped off the calm expression from his face is a good start. They're in his head now, and they've shown that they are not powerless, and that they could make Ishiki follow their lead rather than the other way around. Not bad for some quote-unquote inferior creatures, as Ishiki called them. And that is it for this chapter. I'm super hyped up since we should get some quality fighting moments in the next one, as everything's been set up so well here. As always, let me know what you thought of this chapter and what you expect to happen in the next one. If you enjoy these videos and want to keep the Boruto reviews coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button until it's blue and share this video with any cultured ninja that you know. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial. Hit that notification bell and select all, or you will miss future Boruto videos. As you impatiently wait for the next chapter review to drop, feel free to check out my Naruto/Boruto playlist, link in the description, where you'll find videos about the Uchiha, Uzumaki, all Hokage, and more. And feel free to suggest some Naruto and Boruto videos you'd like me to make in the comments. Thanks again, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!